I want the Nunez one with Swalwell. We don't have to play it now, but that's the one I want to play. But first, let's have a little palate cleanser. Well, actually, this is pretty on topic of the complete dysfunction. There was this notion that Tesla was going to save the world. And there's a lot of very active people who developed extremely rich fantasy lives about Elon Musk and Tesla, to the point where they were violently and profoundly emotionally disturbed and offended if one pointed out the labor problems in Tesla, the basic fantasy delusion that one company or one inventor would save us from a collective ecological catastrophe that implicates every single facet of the global supply chain. Obviously, innovation and new technology and so on is part of a multi-pronged process that will involve regulation, graduating from capitalism, or radically reforming capitalism, whatever way you want to frame it. It's going to involve global safeguards on, by the way, the paradox, because yes, we need to move to electric, but there's a huge environmental consequence in getting those minerals, whether they be lithium from Bolivia or coltan, I believe, from the Congo as an example. So anyways, the point, and I realize I think part of why people were so touchy and so obsessive and so pathetic around Elon Musk is they don't want to know all of that. They want to tell themselves a bedtime story. They want to refresh their social media accounts and live vicariously through some character that's been built in media and in their own heads.
Right.
And it's actually very sad. And I know I sound like an asshole, and that's fine, but I legitimately mean it. It's really sad because you're totally disempowering yourself and you're completely unequipped to understand how the world works in terms of reality.
Right.
And this is a pretty funny demonstration of what I've been talking about. Elon Musk's stock, literally and figuratively, has gone down for a while, so I've laid off. I still see that there's some people that are extremely touchy. I saw this new armored glass, Tesla armor glass demo of this thing that looks like something out of RoboCop. And all I can say is no billionaire or any inventor will save you as an individual, and oh, the humanity. Let's check it out.
Sure? Yeah.
That is the Tesla armored glass.
Maybe that was a little too hard. Sorry?
Wait, don't you normally?
It didn't go through. That's a plus side.
That's not.
It's
supposed to be armored glass.
Okay. Sure. Oh, man. It didn't go through.
Unbelievable.
Matt made such a great point about this too. It's great that they did this at the beginning of the showcase, so the rest of the videos for the entire segment are just with these broken windows.
That is so cool.
Oh my God.
They apparently did test it. There's Elon tweeted out footage of like a few days in advance they tested it, and it bounces off, which is even better. That at the critical moment.
And for those of you listening, this is not a fastball. This is a very gentle, just kind of sliding over the top of the plate. This is not that aggressive at all.
We could also tie this to the thing that happened in Uber, where they were trying to like pioneer their AI technology, and they turned off the technology in the car that already existed from like Audi or whoever they were using.
Right.
And that technology could recognize jaywalkers, which is an important thing for cars to do. Uber's hadn't got there yet, and they killed somebody with it.
Yes.
Wow.
Like this is, you know, I mean, when you need it, can you trust these people to actually have done the safety checks? And the answer is no. No.
Could you imagine? I mean, I don't know what level of delusion and or stupidity and or just pure insanity. Like, these people will not, you can't trust them with your data. Well, like you can't like really low level, like relatively speak. Like, could you imagine? It's like I'm sure that Uber has my best interest in mind.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know,
that is the type of thing. When I read comments like that,
I personally think every major show on corporate TV, there has to be a disclaimer at the end. You know how they tell you the risk of the side effects of every drug that they have commercials on.
Right.
I think shows should have that as well.
This is the risk of reading about Elon Musk.
Or
might
believing
turn you into an online
or believing
chronic
100%
masturbator.
in what we just broadcast to you. You know, open your brain, think for yourself, reason. You know,
that doesn't sound as fun.
It will never happen, but that's needed.
It's a lot's needed. I agree with you. They need to, but I keep saying they need to take your class. That's really what they do. That's what I'm going to just start responding nicely. I'm just going to say every time I'm like, you don't understand what Elon Musk is doing because you're jealous. And I guess you don't want to save us from global warming. I'm just going to say,
you're an enemy of the people.
Take Professor Allimadi's class.
Or think for yourself.
No, don't think for. You're not equipped to think for yourself yet. You need some training before you can think for yourself yet. You know, just let them go. Yeah, you think for yourself. All of a sudden, you're breaking glass on the armored car.
You could harm yourself.
You need to have a little training. You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.